This is Dabu 7. We now have pharmacies across the country reporting delays to prescription orders, and it's all due to an ongoing cyber attack against one of the nation's largest healthcare technology companies. They're saying that Change Healthcare has reported this morning that they cannot process orders from patients or anyone throughout the U.S. because of this cybersecurity issue. It's affecting its networks. They noticed this first thing this morning, and in response to this, they disconnected from being online and disconnected from their systems, is how they put it, to stop further impacts. So this is an ongoing event. They say that they will provide updated information as it becomes available, but this affects pharmacies across the country, as they have been put on notice that this will disrupt their ability to get certain medicines and different things like that from the pharmacy from here forward until they clear this up. Some are saying, is this a beta test? What's the odds that this is happening at the same time as the big cell phone outage? Regardless, it seems like something is in the offing, and I would be ready for it. And a lot more of this type of stuff. I'll leave a link below. Follow me on Twitter for updates. Join me on the live streams, Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern.
Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor that is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders in Great Millstone. Peace and blessings and salutation to the whole elect. Noise in the gospel, broad, lift up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. I know a couple of brothers that went in on this already. And the video we just played was from Dabu 7. It's actually a forecaster that he brings out information that's viable and to prophetic. But we take the information and we filter it through the scriptures, which that's what the prophets do, okay, to foretell and to warn you of the things or the impending dangers ahead, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, the Israelites, for you to repent. We're in some dark times, volatile times. As you know earlier, there was a huge cell phone outage across all major carriers from AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile, which is being the three biggest. You had Sprint at a point in time, but now they're pretty much boost. And like T-Mobile, I think T-Mobile bought them out. Then you have Verizon, okay, then you have U.S. Cellular, which is pretty small now, okay, but they still have a few U.S. Cellular corporations around the country, mainly in Illinois, from last time I checked. But regardless of it, man, these things are happening more frequently, as we just looked at the video about the pharmacies outages and people are delayed in getting their medications and their prescriptions refilled. Okay, but like Dabu said, it's kind of ironic that this is happening at the same time that the cell phones have went down, because me personally, I've heard earlier, it was told to me that a person or affiliate of like a coworker, they had like some people whose cell phones were out. I think they had AT&T, and then this was the result of it, man. So with that being said, things are getting ready to happen, okay? Because they say, well, it could have been not a cyber attack, but a solar flare. But you got to rip that out of the equation, because for one thing, we know solar flares does not discriminate against particular cell phone carriers. Okay, if we had like a solar flare, then it will be across all major networks, from your cable television to your Wi-Fi at home to the Wi-Fi at work, to all these other cell phone carriers. So clearly it was not a solar flare. Okay, like I said, those things don't discriminate. All right, but and it was so funny because I just left work meet and we had a meeting, and my laptop, it wasn't hooking up to the VPN at work, so it may have just been my device, but I don't think it was really any good internet in the building. Okay, so with that being said, man, hey, you people, you are in for a rude awakening, because honestly speaking, the average person can't go a few minutes, let alone an hour, without staring at their cell phone. Okay, you have to detox from this shit, man. And it's easier said than done, because you become accustomed and acclimated to doing things on your phone, because everything on your phone you pretty much need. You know, you upload your driver's license, you got your car insurance, you have your emails, the videos, of course, you got your social media sites, you have your banking information. Everything is attached to your cell phone. Salakia. Everything is attached to the cell phone. So when these things starts to happen more frequently instead of far in between, and people start to get thrown offline for days, even weeks, that's when people are going to start to go batshit crazy. They're going to lose their minds, and then they're going to result into violence, even suicide. Because we know that the average American, they come with what you call a narcissistic personality, meaning that it's all about them. Okay? And I believe, me personally, this is just like a beta test, something to test the water to see how people will react to it. Because over the last couple of years, you had platforms like Facebook, IG, and the other one, I think, Snapchat, particular outages throughout the different parts of the world for sometimes 14, 15 hours, man. You get online and it doesn't click up or it doesn't sync up with the device. People will go batshit crazy. And especially a lot of these people that are like content creators, like you got a lot of people that call themselves Instagram models, but basically Instagram hoes. Okay, model has been loosely translated, or whore has been loosely translated into models, when in fact, modeling is modeling, but modeling today comes with a whole plethora of whoredom. And we know that a lot of women out here adhere to their careers being online, man. Okay, so just hours without being able to upload content or particular fetish content, these people will literally lose their minds and they'll go batshit crazy, because of the simple fact they become accustomed to this social media life. Okay, which Yahweh Shai is getting ready to take away all the comforts of this present world, man. And hey, have at it, man. I can't wait till the Lord takes away with the comforts of this place, man. Because these people need to be humbled. They need to be humbled, man. You see, these people are not humbled at all. These people are proud. Okay, they think they're better than everybody. Just because they got like some little bullshit ass career. They feel like they're on some type of level, when in fact, you people, you wouldn't know what to do when the grid outage comes, or when they systematically close this economy down, man. Okay, because they are going to systematically collapse this thing. As I was meditating on it today, I said, really, it's not going to collapse, but they're going to control it. They're going to make it collapse. Because when you have the world's reserve currency, how the hell can that even collapse unless it's being controlled? Now, sure, you may say, well, when other nations take their reserves out of the dollar, then that can collapse the dollar. And in many ways, that will cause inflation and hyperinflation. But nonetheless, if the dollar is the currency of the world, that's just what it is. So the elites will have to, they're on a playbook when they're going to collapse the dollar completely and bring in a digital currency. But with that, they're going to have all types of blackouts and bank runs and cyber attacks and banks and pharmacies and hospitals. Like a lot of rural area hospitals are closing their doors because they don't have necessarily the revenue to keep functioning. So what happens when you have a societal collapse, blackouts, when the grid goes out, okay, and then you got marauders in the streets, when the grocery stores are literally limited on food, all this proud, independent spirit, these beta male simps, you're going to suffer first, okay, because you don't have the knowledge and wisdom of Yahweh Shai, and you revert to your own pride as to giving you through these times, man. Okay, so it says here, is an X-class solar flare responsible for a national or nationwide cell outage? And I say no. Okay, ain't no way in hell that a solar flare is going to just target AT&T customers and not T-Mobile customers. Okay, not Verizon customers. That ain't how nature works. Okay, a tornado, if the tornado decides to come down a block, unless Yahweh Shai doesn't want it to take your house and uproot it, it's going to hit every house on the block. Because that's just the way it works, man. Okay, so it says AT&T and other major mobile network operators are making progress in restoring services to customers after a nationwide outage began in the early morning hours. And I heard that AT&T started to lose like signal like around 3 o'clock this morning. Okay, and I got a report at about 9-10 o'clock this morning that people that got AT&T was literally experiencing power outages here, or not power outages, but cell phone outages here in Kansas City, to the point they couldn't even call 911. You see, I believe people was trying to call like 911, and even it wouldn't even dispatch to 911. And I have an article going into that I can link in the description that inspired me to do this lesson outside of the other lessons. But it says some of our customers are experiencing wireless service interruptions this morning. It says our network teams took immediate action, and so far 3/4 of our network have been restored. But we are working as quickly as possible to restore service to remaining customers, which they said to NBC News. It says although AT&T took steps to resolve network issues, the company did not disclose the cause of the outage because technically, allegedly, they didn't know. But me personally, I believe that this was a test run for something bigger. Okay, because we got the elections or the selections coming this year, 2024, and it's interesting to see how that's gonna go, where the country is gonna be by the time of November elections. All them people gonna get up, they're gonna galvanize themselves and go down to the polls, and they're gonna basically vote for somebody that's already pre-selected, just to get the results they don't want, just in return to piss them off, to keep them in this lethargic mindset. And that's the state that you people are in, man. Bunch of dummies. Because let's just say that election night, they want to keep things moving, they can literally shut down the economy or shut down the grid. And these things are going to happen, man. All right. These things are going to start happening. You're going to have rolling blackouts to the point neighborhoods are going to be blacked out for days, even weeks. And then before you know it, they're going to move up to a larger demographic. You know, half the city south side of Chicago is experiencing blackouts for 3 days while the west side got the powers, and then they flip-flop. These are going to be the common things, man. So, hey, brothers, get your mind in order as far as losing or going without. Okay, refraining from certain things, man. Okay, not being able to be in on your cell phone. Hey, you can't go. Hey, honestly speaking, I'll be glad when all this shit goes down. Because now, hey, it's an even playing field. But it says, according to the U.S. Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency, there was no indication of a cyber attack. But it says here, it says the website Down Detector has detected a surge in outage reports from users of AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, which are the three major ones, Consumer Cellular, Boost Mobile, US Cellular, and Straight Talk. It says outage reports for the carriers begin around 3:45 Eastern Time. Geographically, and the outages have been reported across some major U.S. cities. For example, Kansas City was one of them. Chicago, New York. Me, I didn't experience any outages because I don't have AT&T, but I have a major carrier, but I don't have AT&T. So I didn't experience any outages, but I did notice a couple of weeks ago, my phone was doing something weird. You know, now it could have just been a malfunction of device. The signals inside the phone could have been fried, because I had to take it in for service, and it works perfectly. But nonetheless, they're testing and they're getting ready to shut this thing down. All right. And this is just some of the outages, mainly here in New York, Montreal, Detroit, Chicago, Atlanta. T-Mobile outages in the last 24 hours, 3 a.m. is where people reported the most. Because like I said, people are literally, they're literally glued to their phones, man. And this caused a lot of people to bug out. It says, in what could possibly be a cyber attack on the U.S., outages are being reported across multiple service providers, including AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and US Cellular, man. And these people, they're not ready. Okay, they're not ready. These people, they're literally ready to be took. And there's going to be a lot of death in the near future when the Lord decides to bring judgment. Because these Americans, man, they're completely spoiled in mind, soon to be in body, and in spirit. You see, and good for these people, man, because they're wicked as hell. So this is the book of 2 Esdras 8 and 50. It says, for many great misery should be done to them that in a latter time should dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride, right? These people are proud as hell. Okay, they got things that they luxury. Okay, they can go as they please. They can go to the movies. They can go to the mall. They can spend thousands of dollars. They can buy homes. They can work out. You know, I'm sitting in a car right now, and I saw this little Edomite chick jogging around the community center, and she had these short shorts on, man, to the point you can see the split in the middle. Okay, and the reason why she's doing that is because she's completely at rest. Now, in different cultures, she wouldn't be allowed to do that because somebody can grab up and have their way with it. But here in America, they promote and condone that wickedness. Therefore, these people have become proud and complacent. But that's all fixing to change. Okay, the Lord is getting ready to turn this place on his back literally overnight, and I can't wait. Okay, I can't wait to see the look on you people's faces of those of you that defied the men of the Lord. Okay, defied the ministry, defied the prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. All you people that doubted us, that looked at us like we were weird, we were crazy, we were too serious. A lot of you motherfuckers gonna get straight up railroaded out here, man. And hey, we gonna witness that. So have at it. But it says, for many great misery should be done to them that in a latter time should dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out such, but seek out the glory for such as be like thee. Okay, meaning find men of like-mindedness, man, because it ain't too many people that think and feel the way we do. You know, people are overly indulged in this world, so they don't see the world from the lens that we see. You know, like our mind says, we're already in the kingdom, brothers. In our mind, we see this world in a different light. It's evil and needs to be taken out. You see, we're above, we're over this shit. Okay, I'm over this goddamn this place, this life. I'm over this shit, man. These women, man, these jakes, these jobs, these bills, man, these sicknesses. I'm over all this shit. You know, but you people gonna find out real soon. All right. Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time Michael shall stand up. Matter of fact, before I get this, let me go to the book of Isaiah 33. Because the scriptures say wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times. Okay? It says here, Isaiah 33:6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy times and the strength of salvation. It says the fear of the Lord is his treasure, right? The strength of salvation, because we know what the hell is going on. Okay, we know that this wasn't some damn solar flare. Like I say, solar flares does not discriminate. Oh, well, that's a solar flare. So I'm the sun say, oh, well, I'm going to take out T-Mobile and AT&T and leave it at that. Hell no, man. Because if it was a real solar flare, all types of communications would have been disrupted. I mean, you would have heard disruptions from police departments, fire dispatches from the fire department, airports, okay, government officials, cell phone outages, all types of Wi-Fi. Okay, some cars wouldn't even be able to start. You would have heard of Teslas breaking down, all types of shit, man. So it wasn't no solar flare. Could have been a cyber attack, or it could be a test run. Because when they cut the power on you people, they already know how you're going to respond to it. But it says here, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of thy time and the strength of salvation, and the fear of the Lord is his treasure. So, hey, the men of the Lord, we're going to be extremely stable in that day, as long as the Lord keeps his spirit on us, man. But the majority of you people, you're going to bug out, not having food, not knowing where to go for shelter. Okay, you're going to have fucking military coming down your street. And a lot of you going to go with the military because they're going to promise you resources, which the scriptures tell you that they that consent unto them should be had in derision and a reproach. So, hey, a lot of you going to go to the military shelters due to natural disasters to get water and things that they promise you, just to be railroaded in them FEMA camps, man. Okay, I was told that if you see a military coming through your neighborhood and they're offering you resources, go the other way. Okay, go the other way. Let the Lord provide. Don't go to no damn shelters. Don't go to no damn concentrate. Don't go to no baseball stadium. If you see a FEMA bus line upside your neighborhood and they're transporting people, hey, don't get on that damn bus, man. Okay, that's the last thing you should do. But instead, you see that, you stay out the way, if the Lord permits. Now, if the Lord permit them to kick in your door and get you at gunpoint and take you to the nearest detention center, then that's something you got to deal with, But overall, don't just be hopping on no damn FEMA bus or no FEMA train just because these demons promise you food and water and raiment and shelter and warmth. Nah, man, that ain't what you want to do. All right. And I'm going to end it after this. Daniel 12:1, it says, and at that time, Michael shall stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. Who is the children of thy people? The children of Israel, man. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, and there should be a time of trouble, such it was never since there was a nation, even to that same time. Meaning that this is going to be a time of suffering beyond any other. Okay? It ain't going to, look, when this thing go down, it's going to be that bad. It's going to be completely chaotic and unruly out here. Okay? It's going to sound like fucking Beirut somewhere. People going to become living hostages, so to speak. like that nigga Nino said on New York City. He said, but what if what if they want to give up their apartments? He said, well, shit, man. He said, fuck it then. It'd be like Beirut. They become living hostages. And that's a nigga on a low level saying something like that. So how much more when this society come crashing down on people's heads? And it says here, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that should be found written in the book. Okay, and the deliverance is coming, brothers. Healing is coming. Okay, spiritual power is coming. So we getting ready to be taken care of, man. Only thing we got to do is hold on, keep praising the Lord, keep teaching, keep having faith, and let this place fall, man. Because, hey, we're so over this shit, man. I was hoping that everything shut down today, but we know Esau Edom, he deals with gradualism. But it's going to come a day that when things shut down, it's going to be permanent. And the only way back up into society is if you opt in to take that micro C-hip. So with that, all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shimi Hawashai. And with that, Shalom.
This is Dabu7. Today we have reports of a massive outage here that started with AT&T and its network, and others seeing a spike in their traffic as well. So this goes beyond AT&T. This goes into webs, Apple support, track phone, even Google Fiber seeing a spike here, Destiny, Spectrum, which is cable service, and even X. So this is kind of widespread here, across the board, with a lot of different places seeing effects of this. Now, a lot of people on the AT&T network, they can only make emergency calls. So it's like SOS mode only, emergency call only. And a lot of other places, as you can see here, are affected. So this is not just AT&T. So no calls can be made at the moment. Systems are down. This is going to be kind of widespread, but kind of patchy, I would think, where people in different areas may have a little bit of signal, people in other areas may have none. We'll have to wait and see how long this takes. Some are asking, is this the beginning or beta tests for what we're expecting in the offing? Regardless, this is what's going on right now. This is the latest. Make sure to follow me on Twitter for updates to this. And join me on the live streams exclusively on DLive and Rumble. Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern, covering everything that they want to censor on these other platforms. Much love.